Thundercats Roar is absolute garbage. It is absolute 100% unadulterated garbage. Okay? You know what? I'm not even gonna start this video the way I usually do with a whole hello, welcome to my channel and all that crap. No. None of that for this. This show, I watched the first two episodes yesterday. At least within the time of recording this, at least within by the time I'm recording this video, I watched it yesterday, the first two episodes, and my fucking god, this is horrible. This is an absolute, just complete piece of fucking garbage. This show is wrong. It shouldn't exist. It's an insult to anyone with a brain. Don't even watch this show. You know, normally I would like to tell people, hey, listen, go watch it for yourself. Maybe you'll like it. No. Do not watch this show. Do not give Cartoon Network any views when it comes to this show. This show is a complete fuck you to anyone who enjoyed the original or even the 2011 reboot. This is an absolute middle finger up the ass to anyone who enjoyed those shows. So if you're someone who really liked the 2011 reboot or especially the 80s cartoon, do not watch this show, because this show feels like it feels like someone is standing in front of you, just constantly giving you the middle finger. I know you can't see me, but I've got two middle fingers up. It feels like someone is standing in front of you and just telling you to get fucked right to your face. That's what the show feels like. That's what the show feels like if you watch it. And Do you all remember this video? Hold on, let me pull it up for a bit. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. This stupid shit. Hold on, let me mute this. Where's it? This fucking idiot. This guy. Do you all remember this guy? Remember this guy? Remember him? Remember how he kept going on and on about how his brother was like a big fan of the show and blah 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 blah, all this crap, and he talked about how he was gonna honor the show and how he was gonna like one step towards comedy is like two steps towards action. Bull fucking shit. Everything this Thunder cunt said in this video is an absolute fucking lie. If you watch these two episodes, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And there's a reason. You know what? This video deserves more dislikes. No one should be watching this show. Because here's the thing. When I first saw this, I expected this to be just another Teen Titans Go. Like, I fucking hate that show. I expected it to be Teen Titans Go. Like, levels of cringe when it comes to the comedy. No. Teen Titans Go, at the very least, feels like it's sort of laughing with the audience, or at least trying to laugh with the audience, about how some of the stuff from just the DC universe in general, like some of the things that we as DC fans tend to kind of make fun of, like we make fun of it, but we still love it at the same time. Like it feels like that. Again, I don't like Teen Titans Go, but at least that's what, based off the few episodes that I watched, at least that's what it kind of felt like. This show is just mean. It's insulting. It's retarded. This person deserves to be blacklisted. And you know what? Not just this person. Whoever greenlit the show needs to be blacklisted from Hollywood. They need to be blacklisted from Hollywood. They should not be anywhere near any sort of animation project ever again, because this show is everything that is wrong with modern cartoons these days. It's because you have people like this who cannot make a show on their own, who can't come up with a good original IP that people are going to be drawn towards. Because they cannot do that, they do not have the ability to do that. They take something that already exists, something that already comes within that comes with a pre-established fan base, and they make it fucking terrible just because they want to stick their names onto something, and they completely ruin it, and then they insult you whenever you say you don't like it because they can't accept the fact that they fucking suck and they can't make anything worth a damn. And look, I'm sorry if I'm coming off as a bit insulting, but my fucking god, if you watch this show, you should be just as pissed as I am. Because my god, that shit, what the fuck did I watch? What the fuck did I watch? That was horrible. Teen Titans Go looks like a masterpiece compared to this. The new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show, which fucking sucks. It looks like a masterpiece compared to this. Fucking She-Ra, I fucking hate that new She-Ra show. And it looks like a masterpiece. Again, all of these reboots that we hate, the Ben 10 reboot, the Teen Titans reboot, or the Teen Titans Go, She-Ra, God forbid, I'm afraid for the new He-Man show. The new He-Man show that's about to come to Netflix. Those are still gonna look like masterpieces compared to this. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so just to get into some of the problems with the show. The comedy. I'll get into the worst parts because oh my god. The comedy is fucking terrible. They take one joke and they do it over and 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 over again. It wasn't even that funny the first time. And they just keep repeating it, and my god, Lionel. You know what, I'll save the characters for later. Let's just talk about the comedy for a bit. The comedy is terrible. The jokes don't land. And some of the jokes are kind of dependent on you it depends on you having a bit of knowledge when it comes to Thundercats and the world for you to kind of get the joke. If you're somebody who came into this completely clean, you're not gonna get it. Which to me is just, it shows you that you say that this is supposed to be like for new kids today, and you make jokes that rely on you having pre-existing knowledge of Thundercats and its world for you to get that joke. Like this man bun McCunt face, I fucking hate this guy. Anyway, let's talk about one of the two worst aspects of what I've seen so far. And by the way, I'm not planning on watching the rest of this shit. I'm not gonna give this any more of my time. The first two episodes were bad enough. And by the way, just something about the first two episodes. These episodes are using the usual 11-minute format. You know, that most cartoons use these days, which fucking sucks. I still don't get why. I mean, I probably get why. It's because it's, cheaper than just animating a full, 22-minute episode of, like a usual episode of television. It's 11 minutes each. It feels like 6 hours. I swear to God that there was a moment in the show where I thought, wait a minute, Jesus Christ, is this fucking still going? And then I was checking the time and it turns out it's only been 6 minutes. It's only been 6 minutes and I feels like I've been watching this for hours. I mean, Jesus Christ, the pacing of the show sucks. Oh my God. Oh my God, the show. Anyway, for me, the worst part, let me go back to this. The animation, first of all, look at this. 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 This is all fucking... Look at this. This is terrible. Look, they even give them lips. Why would you give them lips? Okay. The thing about the lips. In most animated shows, like from the beginning, they give them sort of like an outline of their lips. And they can make it work. But when you do it to that extent where it looks like two pieces of sausages are just glued together, it looks fucking terrible. Like, this show was made by retards. who have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, why would you greenlit this? I mean, look, it's obvious they're trying to go. You know what? People said that, oh, they're trying to go with the Steven Universe look. Steven Universe looks like a masterpiece compared to this. And again, I'm not even that big of a fan of the Steven Universe art style, but at the very least, it's its own thing. When it became a problem is when you had other shows that are obviously trying to emulate that Steven Universe style because Steven Universe is popular, and it's just no, and they're trying to cash in on that, which and they don't get that one of the reasons why Steven Universe is probably popular with a lot of people is because it's its own thing. It's its own thing. If you try to emulate that stupid style, it's not gonna work because you're not making yourself stand apart from these other shows. Like you're just a part of these mixture of bland, uncreative pieces of garbage. And for me, the worst part, the characters. The characters so far: Tigra, Lion-O, Chitara, Wily Kid, Wily Cat, Snarf, Panthro, all they're all horrible. Chitara's probably the worst. Like, I mean, first of all, again, they all look like shit. They all look like shit. Chitara even does this line of, like, it's supposed to be a joke. Like, what's the point of being the coolest if there are no screaming fans? What? Why the hell would Chitara care? Oh my god. You can tell this wasn't made by people who get Thundercats. This was made by people who have a genuine hate for Thundercats, who have a genuine hate for all of the 80s cartoons, all of the shows that came out back in the 80s, Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra. You can tell all of these shows, like these new reboots, are made by people who have a genuine hate for those shows. So, and again, that's don't watch the show. Please don't watch the show. Don't give it the views. Don't give it the time. Don't like save your brain. Save your brain. Just you're gonna get nightmares. And anyway, as if that wasn't bad enough, the reviews are already starting to come out. This first of all, this is just a prime example of why you shouldn't go to a website like CBR. CBR is the garbage article. It's a fucking terrible article website run by garbage people. Do not go to their websites. I'm here so you don't have to. And look at this. They saw, I'm assuming they saw the first 2 episodes. I don't believe they did, because if they did, no one in their right mind would say anything other than this show is absolute garbage if you genuinely watch the first 2 episodes. Because look at this headline: relax, Thundercats Roar is completely fine. Guys, it's fine. Ruben Baron, you can go fuck yourself. And anyone who let this article go out can go fuck themselves. When Thundercats Roar was announced in 2018, the internet went into a rage. The very existence of this community group was wildly different in style from previous Thundercats series, angering many fans of the original 1985 cartoon and its short-lived 2011 reboot. Others used the series as a proxy for complaining about Teen Titans Go, about the inaccurately named Cal art style, or about the state of American children's cartoon as a whole. All this based on a couple of preview videos and some promo art. Well, guess what? It's not preview videos anymore. Everything that we've been pissed about was absolutely 100% correct. You were fucking wrong. Little was heard about the series since that announcement, because they realized that people were fucking pissed and they didn't want to put out anything else because they were afraid of the backlash. The only previews in that time have been in 2 Cartoon Network coming next year as yada yada yada. Anyway, let's get into the actual part of the article that seriously pissed me off. Where is it? So after all the delays and controversy, how was Thundercats Roar? Judging by the premiere episodes, it's fine. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Even by these new standards, it's garbage. This is not fine. This is shit. This is absolute fucking shit. And by the way, in case it has been made obvious, yes, I'm talking about Thundercats Roar, but this video is not made for children. if you saw this video, if you watched even a minute, few seconds into this video, and if you actually thought this was aimed toward kids, then you, my friend, are a fucking retard. Not some sort of surprise masterpiece, but certainly not worth all the rage it initially reacted. Yes, it is. It's worth all the rage and more. Those who were Thundercats Roar will be just another Teen Titans Go might be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, we're pleasantly surprised that it's worse. Somehow you made it worse than Teen Titans fucking Go. It's not a parody of Thundercats, but a new version. It still works as an action-adventure show. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You cannot have this style and try to push it off as an action-adventure show. You just can't. Just one more with initial laugh, as opposed to the 80s version unintentional ones. Stylistically, it's closer to a hybrid of OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, and Mama Heroes of Pure Heart. I didn't watch any of these shows. I mean, with OKKO, I only watched like one episode, but that's it. And when it comes to Mao Mao, I just watched the pilot, but then I gave up on it. Even utilizing some similar gags, here's us having a trading card like, okay, blah, 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 who cares? The animation, the subject of much, and is actually one of the most enjoyable. No, it isn't. No, okay, this is how you know this guy's full of shit. If you saw the animation of this episode and you thought this was good, you either have no idea of what good animation is, or you are biased as hell. Okay, this guy, whoever wrote this, is an obvious shill, and this is again why you shouldn't go to comicbookretards.com. This is a big difference from Teen Titans Go, which, whatever your thoughts on the quality of its writing, definitely put less emphasis on its visuals. Thundercats Roar, in contrast, is a very visually driven show. No, it isn't. Those controversial simplified designs, as well as are used well for both fast-paced, fluid action scenes. No, it isn't. The biggest problem with these first two episodes, in the first more than the second, is that the pacing is a little too fast. Scenes start and end with little room for transition, and the comedic timing is just slightly off as a result. It's way off. It's way off. You can tell they're trying to pass themselves off as, oh, well, you see, I like this show, but I see, even I can criticize it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you were really criticizing it, you would call this out for the garbage that it is. Perhaps the speed helps get through all the first episode's exposition within the 11-minute time frame. But the show would be better if it could just catch a breath for a few seconds. The second episode improves in this regard. No, it doesn't. It's still very fast-paced, but the payoffs for certain running gags are able to land with some laughs. No, it doesn't. Thundercats Roar. So now they're asking if whether or not this is going to attract like a cult following like Steven Universe or this new She-Ra reboot. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But this is what pisses me off. This is the part that genuinely pisses me off about this show. Listen to this. But it might actually be the best Thundercats cartoon. This is how you know this guy's opinion is fucking shit, because you can tell he is shilling. Face it, either he's shilling or he's a fucking retard when it comes to taste. Face it, the original was just as dumb as most 80s cartoon. Only sustained in adults' memories by nostalgia and unfulfilled potential. Oh my god. Okay. Listen to me, honey baby doll. Listen to me. Yes, I will give you the fact that if you look at it by today's standard, yes, it might look a little dated. However, back then, it was phenomenal. Okay? For its time, it was fantastic what they were able to do when it comes to animation, okay? For its time, it was fantastic. Yes, by today's standard, okay, you can't judge it by today's standard because back then, they did the best with what they could. Okay? And it was expensive as hell. You can tell they spent actual money on that show. When it comes to the show, you can tell they paid the animators chump change. Like they just said, oh, you know, okay, here's like $50. Do whatever you can with that. And guess what? It shows. I mean, I'm sure they didn't actually pay them $50 because, yeah. Oh God. And while the 2011 version was ambitious, it was never quite as good as the anime took inspiration from. The 2011 version is leaps and bounds ahead of whatever the fuck this shit is. Thundercats Roar knows what it wants to be, and a few pacing quibbles aside, a few quibbles, it does it well. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If it's trying to pass itself off as like a comedic parody of, the Thundercats brand, then it failed. It failed. This isn't like trying to parody Thundercats. This is insulting Thundercats and any of its fans. Also, Thundercats Roar undeniably has the best Snarf. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The 80 Snarf, as annoying as he was, I'll take that over whatever the fuck this is. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Snarf is a robot. Snarf is a robot for no fucking reason. Snarf is just a robot because, haha, funny. Every single person who worked on the show can get fucked if you actually thought this was okay. Which might not be saying much, but has to be worth... No, get fucked. Get fucked. Anyway, I think that's the end of this article. And by the way, it pisses me off because this is just going to be one of the first of many of these articles that are going to come out defending this shit. And if they do, if a website comes out with an article that defends this in any fucking way, then that's a huge indicator that you should not be listening to any opinion that is written on this website, on whatever website that posts an article that defends this shit. That is how you know that they are biased as hell, that their opinions mean as much as the toilet paper you use to wipe your ass. Okay? That is how much it is worth. Alright, that's it. I don't want to look at this shit anymore. That's going to be the video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Fuck this shit. Fuck you. Fuck every single one of you who worked on this show.